Today we're looking at the Galaxy A13 5G. Good thing is you can get this one pretty cheap. There's some places that are less than $100 when full retail price is at $250 in the United States. It's got a 6.5 inch LCD display, 1600 by 720 pixels. So yeah, it's a 720p display on here. Good thing is it's 90 Hz refresh rate. You've got a triple camera setup. 50 megapixel main camera, 2 megapixel macro, and then a 2 megapixel depth lens. It also has a 5 megapixel front facing camera, teardrop style, 4 gigabytes of RAM, 64 gigabytes of storage. Also takes a micro SD card up to 1 terabyte. It also has a 5000 milliamp hour battery, up to 15 watt fast charging. It also has NFC, so that's nice to see. And it's got a MediaTek Dimensity 700 processor. Now for some reason it comes with Android 11 instead of 12 right out of the box. You can record up to 1080p resolution, 30 frames per second for video. Inside the box you're going to get the quick start guide, terms and conditions, SIM card, micro SD card ejection tool, and you get a USB-C to USB-C charging cable. And so yeah, it looks like they're not including a charging brick, even with their budget phones. Design on this actually looks pretty nice for a budget phone. The new style of cameras there on the back actually looks pretty good in person. You get the fingerprint scanner built right into the power button, volume rocker right above that. On the opposite side is your SIM card, micro SD card tray. And then of course on the bottom is your USB-C charging, speaker, and headphone jack. A really nice matte black plastic there in the back as well. It's really nice rounded corners on this. This makes it feel really nice and comfortable in the hand. Now just setting this phone up, I can already tell this is a huge upgrade over the previous Galaxy A12. This one actually has 5 gigahertz Wi-Fi. The previous A12 I had was only 2.4 gigahertz, which is extremely slow, almost unusable at times. As you can see, this screen actually looks pretty good for a 720p display. The only thing you're gonna notice, it doesn't have the best viewing angles, but as long as you're looking directly at it, yeah, it actually looks pretty good. I do feel like the screen could be a little bit brighter. It's gonna be fine in most situations, especially indoors. Now this one is on Android 11, One UI 3.1 right out of the box. The good thing is this one's gonna get 4 years software updates, 5 years security updates. It looks like it's using about 27% of the 64 gigabyte storage right out of the box. I'm sure if you're watching this, you're probably already familiar with other Samsung phones. This one's gonna be very similar. Swipe up anywhere on the home screen to get access to all of the apps. Another thing that's nice about Samsung phones is when you hit recent apps, sort of a shortcut there is what apps you've had open recently, which I don't get on my Pixel 6 Pro. I kinda miss that from using my Samsung phone. Swipe down anywhere on the home screen to get your notification shade, and you're gonna get most of your basic stuff like Wi-Fi, sound, Bluetooth, auto rotate, airplane mode, flashlight, mobile data. You've also got mobile hotspot, power saving, location. This one also has quick share and nearby share. You've got eye comfort shield, dark mode, and do not disturb. You can also add stuff like NFC, music share, sync, sound notification, live transcribe, bedtime mode, focus mode. You've also got secure folder. This one also has Dolby Atmos, but that's only gonna work with headphones. You've also got the option to use Google Discover or Samsung Free when you swipe left of the home screen. You're also going to get quite a few motions and gestures such as lift to wake, double tap to turn on and off the screen, keep the screen on while viewing, alert when the phone is picked up, and turn over to mute. You've also got finger sensor gestures using the fingerprint scanner. You get up to 1440p resolution on YouTube, HD playback resolution on Netflix. Now the Geekbench scores on here aren't anything spectacular. 468 single core scores, 1097 for multi-core scores, but just moving around the software, that kind of stuff, it doesn't really feel like it's slow or there's anything lagging. Testing games like PUBG Mobile, Asphalt 9, everything seemed to play fairly smooth. Graphics were loading pretty quick. The phone did did get a little warm after playing for a while. Overall though, I feel like most people are gonna enjoy playing games on here. Pretty decent graphics and frame rates as well. Is this gonna be my first choice for a gaming phone? No, but they still did a pretty good job, especially considering how affordable this phone is. Now as far as speakers go, there's one up by the earpiece, also one along the bottom, but you're gonna notice the one along the bottom is way louder than the one by the earpiece. Not exactly what I would call balanced, but still I feel like it's loud enough for most people. Let me give you a quick sound test just to give you an idea of what the speakers sound like. Now when it comes to the camera app, you've got portrait, photo, video, and then in more you've got a pro mode, panorama, food, and macro. You've also got deco pic. You can record video up to 1080p resolution, 30 frames per second. Definitely not the fastest shutter speed on here, but again, this is considered a budget phone. I'm not really expecting flagship performance here. Resolution on here actually looks pretty good though. Here's some quick samples of photos and video just to give you an idea of what to expect from the Galaxy A13 5G. I don't know if you can tell from these photos and video, is this gonna be the best phone out there? Obviously no, but you can actually get some pretty decent photos and video as long as you have good lighting. For me, I feel like the biggest upgrade on this phone is the 5 GHz Wi-Fi. I don't know if you saw my video about the A12. I mean, it was pretty much unusable, only using the 2.4 GHz Wi-Fi, but I know that's not gonna be a huge deal for a lot of people out there, just mainly for my situation. Hopefully this video gave you a little closer look at the new Galaxy A13 5G. Overall, I feel like they did a pretty solid job, especially for the price on this. I haven't had this quite long enough to see how the battery life is, but judging by the last Galaxy A12, I have a feeling this one's gonna be pretty good on battery life. So if you've made it this far into the video, you may want to say thanks by subscribing, and don't forget to give a thumbs up if this video was helpful. This is Brian from Fishbee Productions. Thanks for watching, and I'll see you on the next one.